the one reality that I have experienced both as a pastor and as a student of the history of the church is that we are not talking about some kind of abstract sociological phenomenon here. We are talking about the bride of Christ. And in that sense, the bride of Christ constantly surprises those of us who believe we are part of a vision and a mission that goes beyond a number, goes beyond a sociological entity. If we are called upon to be living stones, if we are called upon to be faithful, if we are called upon to be companions of Jesus, then yes, sociologically it is true, at least in certain parts of the West. It's not true in India that the church is in decline. It may be true that in terms of numbers of people sitting in pews, in terms of numbers that come from the offertory basket, may be down. It may be true that the so-called mainline Protestant denominations are losing or even bleeding members. But on the other hand, is this true of the bride of Christ, that somehow the bride of Christ has become senile or is withering away? I don't believe that's true. The bride of Christ is ever faithful, ever ancient, ever new. And if that's the case, we'll be surprised at how the church constantly reinvents itself from within. That this sociological reality which has endured for 2,000 years, and as the title of a book we used for the History of Christianity course puts it, Christianity the first 3,000 years, because there is a prehistory of the church beyond the first 2,000 years, something that's existed for 3,000 years. I'm looking forward to exciting times. They may be difficult, but they're still exciting. And we are lucky insofar that we have a vantage point. We are both within the process, and we have the ability to look at that process from within in order to discern the signs of the times. And if we continue the way we have always done, both as a seminary and as a church, we are in to be the recipients of further surprises from the one I believe to be the God of many surprises. How do we respond to the challenge? You need to be ready. You need to respond to the question, why is it that there is this hope within you? How can we always be prepared to give an account of the hope that is within us? How can we tell the good old story in a changing context, indeed in a messy context, in an uncertain context? And I suppose that takes us back to the core, the heart, the centrality of our witness, that we are not here to witness to a past reality, a dead reality, an antiquated reality, but we are here to witness to the reality of the ongoing involvement of a living God in the life of all God's people, of whatever shape or size or form or color or background, all over the world. An ongoing story of God's interaction with all humankind and beyond.